Ah, so I was going to make a video the other day, but like so many people around the world, I had I caught the news of the death of Kobe Bryant. Now you got to understand, as a kid who's born and raised a good portion of my life in Southern California, most of us are very, very loyal to our teams. I am grateful and blessed enough to have been in a time born in a time where I have watched generations of sports players, and I mean the greatest, go from one generation to the next. I mean, I was born during a time when the great Dodgers, we had this core team of Ron Say, Bill Russell, Steve Garvey, Davy Lopes. I mean, these key players. Fernando Valenzuela. I mean, I remember Koufax, Don Drysdale. Just, over time, I got to watch other great players come forward, like Mike Piazza, Eric Karros. Then my teacher, Miss Molnar, in sixth grade, was the neighbor to Jack Youngblood, who I didn't know anything about football, but this huge man came into our classroom in 1978, and he had this cast on his foot. And he's explaining to me that he played for the Los Angeles Rams, and he was off to the Super Bowl. And he asked me to cheer for the Rams, and that's when I became a Rams fan. And of course, I've had a lot of heartbreak celebrating a team in the 80s as a Niner fan, so it whipped our ass religiously. But then we were able to come back as the greatest show on turf, and I was able to enjoy a lot of great football. But when it came to basketball, there is the only thing that's close in comparison would be anybody that's a Boston Celtics fan would understand. Just the 80s was hands down the greatest decade or generation of basketball ever. We saw not just one superstar star on a team. We actually had teams of Hall of Famers playing against other teams of Hall of Famers. So it wasn't like one great player. I mean, you had teams full of them, and you had some of the biggest rivals and some of the biggest fights. You had the Boston Celtics of the 80s. You had the Lakers of the 80s. Of course, we had the bad boys of the 80s. The Detroit Pistons were unbelievable. And of course, then rolling into the 90s, the Chicago Bulls started their run. And then after that, surely was the Spurs. Um, so if your family is embedded into sports as much as our family was, then you do understand that when one of your best players, especially somebody with the caliber of Kobe Bryant, passes away at such a young age, and his daughter as well, that you feel like a part of your own family has passed away because you watch them night in and night out. You celebrate with them when they win. You mourn with them when they they lose. When they get hurt, you hurt with them. These are what true fans go through. You vicariously live your life through their life. So people can hate the Lakers and they can hate Kobe Bryant. That's fine, I get it. This lady told me, good, he died. He was a rapist. I was like, wow. This is where we are in our life. It's just really sad. So I will not view Kobe that way. Everybody has their own discretions. nonetheless. So, thank you for allowing me just to ramble on a little bit. I was struggling to do this video, but just because our whole family is really hurt by the loss of Kobe Bryant. It's really sad. I mean, I thought when Magic Johnson retired because of having the AIDS virus was sad. There's no comparison. So it's hard to see his picture and not feel somewhat emotional, but nonetheless, a very young player for one day, one man united so many people across the world. There were no Republicans, there were no Democrats, there was no division. This man, for one day, a brief moment, unified so many people. I'll be forever grateful for being blessed to watch this guy play. So, alright, let's just move on a little bit. Thank you for allowing me just to mumble on, and I'll get to the news. So, what I'm noticing is something really interesting with the dinar, or all these so-called gurus or psychics or people talk to the aliens or talk to God. They were all hyped up about the RV happening here within the first quarter of the year. All of a sudden, I knew this was going to happen. They're going to start looking for excuses to backpedal. I have heard every excuse in the world, and I knew they were going to be used excuses. One of them is the coronavirus. They were talking about how it's affecting the economy, and because of the coronavirus, the RV is not going to happen. I was like, really? Do you really believe a virus is going to keep an RV from happening? So think about that just for a moment. If they're telling you that on this grand scale, this whole thing is coming forward, there's going to be this global currency reset, but we need to take time out to deal with the flu. No, it's not going to happen. I remember the swine flu or the bird flu came out, and when the Ebola struck people, it started spreading just like the coronavirus is. Same exact thing happened. It didn't take too long for them to get it under control. All right? Start panicking when every country around the world has thousands of cases. But until then, get over it. People get sick. It's just another new strain of virus. And in this case, just so you know, this actually came out of a lab in China. Okay, so it's very interesting that it came forward. So, anyways, I noticed that already some of those gurus are out there using the coronavirus as an excuse for the RV not to happen. Guess what else they're using? Oh, yeah. Impeachment. Not just impeachment, but because Trump can't go out there to wield his magic because he's not sure if he's going to be here. I hear people already making excuses. Understand that the impeachment is not about Trump. It never was. This is a strategy about the Democrats putting who they think could beat Trump forward. And in order to do that, they got to take those individuals who are leading the pack and cripple them. So people are going, oh yeah, they're doing this to the senators to help Joe Biden. No, trust me, it's not Joe Biden. And here's why I know it's not Joe Biden. Keeping Globetrol, or whatever the hell her name is, the two socialists, there's no way in hell a socialist is going to win. They need to keep these people down. They got a lot of popularity. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, it ain't going to happen. Let it go. We know Mike Bloomberg. None of those people are going to win. So this leaves you with two people, Joe Biden and Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Okay? These are the two people that you should be eyeballing. One of them is flying under the radar. The other one, his boss won't even endorse. I'm talking about Joe Biden. Sure, Joe Biden is very popular, especially amongst blacks, Democratic voters. I get that. But the truth is, if they really wanted to help Joe, everybody's like, they're doing this to help Joe. No, they're not. Because if they were, they wouldn't allow any witnesses. It's geared to hurt those other senators sitting there running, as well as Joe Biden. Everybody knows that Pete Buttigieg has already met on multiple occasions with Obama. this impeachment hearing, stretching it out and adding witnesses hurts everybody, including Joe Biden. And you notice we don't hear very much about Pete Buttigieg. All right. But where they're thinking he can make up, and he's lacking in a black vote. He has hardly no black supporters whatsoever. But make no doubt about it, they're counting, they're banking on both Michelle and Barack Obama standing beside this guy and endorsing him in order to win the black vote or have the black vote come over to Pete Buttigieg. All right, so this is exactly what impeachment's about. But they're already making excuses. Oh, the RV is not going to happen. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Because Trump's not able to work his magic. So if it ain't a virus, it's Trump impeachment. If it ain't Trump impeachment, oh, it's the Iranian missile attacks. That's right. They're starting to shoot missiles. It wasn't just a one-night thing. This happened a couple of times. It just happened the other day. They shot missiles at us, all right? So it's obvious, we know, that in order to help get Trump out of there, let's help him break one of his promises. He promised no more wars. Everybody knows that John Kerry is married to an Iranian woman who's connected to the government. We know this. We know he's got a relationship with the mullahs over there, okay? We know that John Kerry has been breaking the law, the Sherman Law, I believe is what it is, by going over and talking on behalf of the United States. He's telling them to provoke a war, there's no doubt about it, with Trump in order to make Trump look bad. You just can't trust the Democrats. And yeah, I know it's going to rub a lot of you guys the wrong way. That's fine. I don't trust them. I know. I used to be a Democratic strategist for years. All right? So make no doubt about it. If you really don't think that John Kerry is behind this in the effort to help this man push Buttigieg forward, then you are sadly mistaken. But nonetheless, they're going to use the coronavirus. If not the coronavirus, they're already using the impeachment trial. If it ain't the impeachment trial, it's the Iran's throwing missiles at us. And if it ain't that, guess what? It's the Iraqi protesters and the instability that's over there. I've been listening to gurus now for the past week already start making excuses and backtracking on why they don't think the RV is going to happen. That's, they can't sit there and tell you that they have this divine information that's coming from them, or these aliens have came down to tell them this is going to happen. Then all of a sudden they're like, hey, time out. No, either it was or it's not going to happen. Here's the thing. No one knows when this is going to happen, and no one knows how much. Okay, that's just the bottom line. I don't care what they tell you. I really don't. Nobody out there knows. Nobody knows. If they're telling you when, it's a lie. You could take a really good, educated guess for those people who actually do the research. But for the most part, no, they're just blowing smoke up your ass, all right? Stop doing that. They rile you all up to keep you pumping into their subscriptions. And for those people who are giving you the information for free, look, I would be hard-pressed to find any of them that are locking you down on a date, okay? That doesn't mean it's not happening. It could be. Look, people ask me all the time, what do you think? I agree with a lot of what's going on. I say I think it's going to happen within the first quarter. I went out on a limb and said that I think it's going to happen in the first quarter, but I'm not going to make no excuses for why it's not going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I still believe it's going to happen sometime between now and the end of March, at the very latest, the beginning of April. I still think that the rate's going to be $1.34. There's reasons for me to believe this, all right? But here's the thing. If you're waking up every day and in your mind you've already bought your mansion, you've already bought your Rolls Royce, you already told your boss to kiss your ass, then you're just going to have a rude awakening if this doesn't go forward. So be careful. Stop being so emotionally invested in this to the point where you're living every day in hopes of catching a piece of good news. It's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. We all know this. We just don't know when. We don't know why it hasn't happened yet. I've read so many articles that say this and say that. I've read posts by people. I've heard recordings. You name it. I've seen it all. Most of you have seen them as well. All right? So stop getting yourself so wound up in this investment. All right? Because what I don't want to see happen is people just year after year after year just become let down. All right. And you just feel so frustrated. And then you're going to do something stupid like, you know what? I quit. I give up. And you sell your dinar. And make no doubt about it. The day you get rid of it, guess what's going to happen the very next day? You got it. That's when you're going to find out that it happened. And next thing you know, I'm going to hear some report on the post. Oh, poor so and so, man, couldn't take what happened. Off themselves. It's not worth it. If you get that frustrated, stop listening to these reports. Stop listening to the gurus. Throw your investment in a drawer. Trust me, when it happens, it's not like you're going to miss out. You're going to catch wind of it one way or another. All of us have kept in contact with other ones who are in this investment. So just stop watching. Don't let it get to you, okay? People, it's going to happen. But I just think it's strange that all of a sudden, all these people who are making these bold predictions are backtracking, and they got every excuse in the world. Okay, so stop already with this shit. Now, I've talked to the aliens and I've talked to God. I got my own phone call, and they said everything is cool. Okay. So go Brockians or whatever the hell they're called. All right, so just stop, people. All right, it's I think of anything, the death of Kobe Bryant has made me realize there's a lot more other things out there that are more important. Sure, we would love to be financially secure. Who doesn't? But you know what? You're spending so much time on this that you're not focused on what's important, and that's the people around you. Okay, so hang tight. Another thing that was brought up is we were talking about that one video I did when I said, look, this is what I think is going to happen, and people are going to try to take your money. I still to this day believe that's going to happen. So people are like, how are you protecting yourself? I told you, I've already reached out to all my gold and silver dealers around me locally. I've talked to them about what it takes if I or brought them cash, and then they will order gold and silver on my behalf, and then I just get it. There's no paper trail. It's good. People are like, we're going to keep it. Well, I want to put it in a safe spot, right? A safe place in my house. But make no doubt about it, if you have a lot of it, and there is such a thing as a gold, and it happened in 1933. They did gold confiscation for people in large amounts, okay? So if you do, you be really slick about where you're hiding it. I mean, if you're sticking it in a safe in your house, and somebody walks up and they go, is that a safe? And you're like, yeah. You want to open it? All right? So be slick about what you're doing. Be very creative. And I'm going to show you some pictures of some people that had some really cool ideas and just share them with you a little bit, okay? So look at this. Look at this wall. I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting. What are they doing? Then when you push a little button, look at this. The wall came out, all right? And in there was like this little hidden thing, okay? It was like a little hidden. You can see how far back it goes, all right? But when you first look at this, there's no way to know. This is like what I'm talking about. Find something like this. Look at this. This is really nice. Let me enlarge this a little bit for you, okay? So here you go. You have this. It looks just like a normal tiled wall, all right? Then you push a button, and then it opens up into a secret little way. I thought that was nice. I thought it was creative. Not only that, there's on this side, there's another part of their house in which, again, they have these white tile brick looking things here. It looks like normal. I wouldn't have known no one way or another. But apparently if you click it, you push it, and when you push it a certain way, because you can't just push it straight, because obviously somebody's bound to lean up against it or whatever, but you have to push it a certain way. When you do, it pops open, all right? So you can see it, the door, there's like a little door there, and it pops open, and inside that little door is this whole room in here. I mean, you can stash guns, cash, all silver, gold. This is what I'm talking about when I say find a place to hide it. Now you need what's called a decoy. Now somebody asked me, what's a decoy safe or decoy coins? So let's say you have a lot of gold and silver, right? And people know you collect it. It's better if you get like a little tiny safe that you put out in the front of everybody, and in there you have like a couple pieces of silver, maybe 10, 15 pieces in there. So if they go, where's your gold and silver, and they're trying to rob you, you just go, oh, it's in there. That's all I have, because I had to spend it for one reason or another. That's called decoy, a decoy place to keep it, all right? But here, look at this. This is slick, you know what I mean? It looks like part of the wall. It's really nice. This one's pretty neat. I thought it was neat. This is really creative. So this looks like a wall decor. Actually looks like crap, to be honest with you. But anyways, it looked like somebody just took a bunch of things of wood and they put it up against this wall here. Of course, you know what happens. You push it and there you go. It's a door into a whole other room. So it's really nice. Look at this person's walking out of there. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Be creative about where you hide your things at. This was an interesting little footstool that looked like a fixture against the ground. It's solid. It's against the ground, and it has carpet on there, and you just kind of kick your feet on there and shit like that. But you just put this little twisty thing in there, and the thing pops up on the top here. I thought it was pretty nice. I thought, oh, well, that's pretty creative, but what can you keep in it? And this thing slides back and opens up. But when you open up, it's pretty deep, man. It's you can hold a lot of silver and gold in here, and it's real simplistic, and it's out in the open. Sometimes the best things are the hidden things right in front of your eyes. Yes, pun intended. For those you don't know, that's the name of my political group on Facebook. You gotta love it. All right. Anyways, so you can hide things in here pretty good. So these are the types of things. When you guys get your money from your dinar, there's no reason for you guys not to be able to afford crap like this. None whatsoever. This is beautiful. This is actually an entire wall. It just looks like decor. When you walk by, it starts to open. And it opens up into this. So you could store a ton of guns, ammo, coins, silver, whatever you need, you can store over there. Look at it. It can hold a lot. Obviously, you can set it up differently, whatever way fits you best. All right, so it's just something to consider. All right, this here just looks like a normal bookshelf. All right, and then after a while, you push a little button, and it opens up to my favorite thing, which is how I would hide out all my alcohol from all the gold zombies. I don't want them to come and take my alcohol, obviously. Okay, so it opens up pretty good. It looks like a nifty little room back there that has a bar. For some of you don't drink, that's fine. Stash your water back there with your gold and your silver. The point is to find places and creative places to store the things you need. Now this is actually a wine cellar, and you walk down into it. It's pretty nice, but it doesn't have to be a wine cellar. You can stack gold and silver in there. There's this movie with Bruce Willis and what's that kid's name? I can't think of his Levitt or whatever his name is, where there was a younger version of him and an older version. They go back in time, but anyways, they were paid in these silver bars and gold bars. The gold bars are when you retire. That meant you're going to die. You're going to kill your older version of yourself, and then you spend the rest of your life screwing off all your gold and silver. But he had like a little stash room like this, so it's pretty neat. Anyways, you can store up a lot of gold and silver in there, all right? And it just lays down. It looks like part of your floor. It's a great hidden spot. I think it's pretty neat. This one here is cool. It just looks like, actually, I wish I would have had the picture of the door shut. It just looks like a hollowed cabin. But if you look down here, it's actually a doorway to under the floor. It goes down and into the floor. So this is really nice. You can have it dug out in your house here or whatever. Get this thing. It's a fixture. We have this little door here. It looks like you're going to a cabinet. He had this weird magnet key. You couldn't open it without it. Waved it in front of there, and then the door opened, and you just walk right down there. It had a light in the whole 9 yards. So these are some real crazy. Look at this. A whole entire room hidden behind bookshelves, all right? So these are minor to the most extreme. Look at this. And the staircases. It's good little stash spots. All right, these are places where you can hide your guns. You can hide your cash. Like I said, if you get the money, if I think what's coming is happening, you want to at least get 3, 6, 9 months worth of fiat cash to hold you over while whatever's happening blows over. Your gold and silver could be hidden in here. Nobody would think none of different. It just looks like stairs. Do you see what I'm saying? So these are different creative ways. Look at this one. This is a whole entire hidden room behind this, all right? So this is what I'm talking about. Be creative like that. Protect your wealth, all right? So, I just wanted to show you these pictures and kind of go over what I'm hearing already, which is people are already backtracking on all their predictions, making excuses. You knew they were coming, all right? So, look, I still think we're good. I have no doubt about it. I don't give a crap because if you think about what people were saying is there's this big global currency reset. If they had planned this in the first place, trust me, whatever they planned, they didn't give a crap what was going to be happening around the world. I just find it hard to believe that the impeachment or the coronavirus or, missiles, flying out of Iran, I just don't see that being a reason to stop an entire global currency reset. All right. But anyways, I just wanted to make this quick video. I was going to make it the other day, but, like I said, I was, shocked and stunned by, the passing of Kobe Bryant. But anyways, look at it. I appreciate you guys. Let me just ramble on here. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't before. And then for those you don't know, I should probably say this stuff at the beginning of the video so you guys know. But I do have a Facebook group, and I'll leave you a link with the same name as my YouTube channel. And I encourage you people to go there because in there you'll see so many great posts with great information, the latest and the greatest from Iraq. Not only that, there is a lot of information posted in there from other people's Patreon groups. That's right. So why are you paying for Patreon? Well, you can go there and get it for free 99. That's right, free, FREE 99. All right, free 99. You're welcome to come join. It's free. Okay. All right, so just look, feel free to like, subscribe, and share the video. I don't have no problem with it. People keep asking me, is it all right if I repost your video? Yes, that's what it's there for, all right? If you feel like you want to share something, go ahead and share it, all right? Other than that, look, God bless. Hang tight, people. Hang tight. All right, it's going to happen. Stop being so discouraged and stop listening to all the idiots out there, okay? Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.